Hey, how's it going, guys? In this video, I'm going to show you how to use the slider widget in matplotlib. Alright, so the slider widget represents a floating point range. Basically, it just allows you to quickly select different points. So for example, here's the demo we're going to create in this video. So below the axis container, I have my slider, and currently the value is set to 0. Here we can see that the value label is displaying 0. Now I can slide the data point, left or right. And right now I'm setting the slider to switch to different plots. So if I slide the slider widget to the right, then it's going to rotate to the next graph. Now let's take a look at the documentation and the syntax of the slider widget. Alright, so by default, we need to provide the axis object and the label when we create a slider widget. And the only attribute the slider has is this value attribute, which is going to be the slider value. And other option parameters that you can configure, such as the minimum value, maximum value, the initial value, the number formats, the upper bound and lower bound range, and whether or not if you can close the interval towards the end, on both ends actually. And value step is going to be the value for each distance. We can also change the orientation to horizontal for the code. Any color is going to be the background color. Alright, so here let's take a look at the data set that we'll be using. Alright, so here's the table I'm going to use for this demonstration. Alright, so if I go into my demo.py file, so here's my initial setup. I'm using pandas library to manipulate the data set. And to import the slider widget from matplotlib.widgets, we want to import the slider class. Now I'm going to create my figure and the X object. So I can type plot.subplot, and I'll set my figure size to 9x6. And here I want to graph my line graph. The X value is going to be periods, and the Y values is going to be issued. And the title is going to be coming from the issue array name. Oh, this should be subtitle. And here's our graph for the issued column. Now we need to make some room at the bottom to insert our slider widget. So I'll reference the plot object.axis. Then I'm going to insert the rectangle geometry information. I'll set the left value to 0.1 and the top value to 0.1 as well. For the width, let's do 0.8. And for the height, let's do 0.05. Right, so I see my rectangle is overlapping the plot. So let's do this. I'll shift the axis to the top a little bit. So I'm going to type plot.subplot_adjust. And I'll set the bottom value to 0.25. Right, so that looks much better. Now I can place the slider widget on top of this rectangle shape. So I'm going to insert the slider class. Then I'll provide the axis object. So I'll name this to x_slider. And this will be x_slider. For the label, let's do category. And for the minimum value, let's do 0. Since I won't have 3 data set. And the maximum value is going to be 2. And I want my initial value to be 0. And for the step, I'm going to set that to 1. Let's see. Oh, I also want to change the rectangle background color to teal. So it's going to be face color is equals to teal. Alright, so we have our slider at the bottom. And there's one more thing I forgot. I need to save the output as an object. I'll name the object as slider. Now I can update the slider value. Now going back to the documentation. So we have the set value function. This function can set the current value of the slider, or we can use the onChange event or signal to fire a function every time when we make an update to the slider widget. So I'll implement the onChange signal. And let's create the function first. And let's name this function update line. And when we fire the onChange signal, it's going to return the current slider value. And I'll name my parameters index. And going back to the top, I'm going to create a list to store all my data arrays. Okay, so this is going to be issued, denied, and pending. Now going back to the function. So I want to clear my axis first. Then I want to replot the line graph. And this will be coming from data set followed by the index. I also want to update the chart title. And this will be data set index.name. And here we can update the graph. Right, so here I can supply the update line function to the onChange signal. And that's it. Alright, so if I launch my graph, and if I update the slider to 1, and that's going to change the plot to denied, and 2 is going to be pending, and 0 is going to be issued. Alright, so this is going to be everything I'm going to share in this video, and hopefully you guys found this video useful. And as always, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video.